What's up guys, Douglas here with Invest Unlocked. In this video, I will break down all the state-by-state stimulus programs that I could find to see if you can get some help. So make sure to stick around and see if you can qualify for some extra money. As rising prices squeeze households' budgets across our beautiful nation, more than a dozen states have enacted some sort of relief initiative. Has your state introduced any relief measure? Do you want to know if you qualify for 2022's last round of stimulus initiatives? Well, come along and let's get unlocking. Alright guys, I know, you know, we all know that the last few months have been tough. Inflation increased 9.1% in June over the same month last year, a trend that continued to squeeze household finances for the past 12 months. Although it seems like we are now finding some type of relief on the pump, with the cost of gas coming down a little bit, housing and food has been particularly expensive in 2022. State-specific stimulus programs, they differ, but typically include one-time payouts, tax credits, refunds, and the suspension of gas taxes. But before you get started, please do us a big favor and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to our channel if you want to stay informed. It won't cost you anything, but it will help us to get stimulated. Here is a summary of some of the state's current stimulus initiatives. Let's start with California. California qualifying residents will receive relief checks worth up to $1,050. The payments vary depending on filing status and income. California single filers will get $350 if you make up to $75,000, plus an additional $350 for one dependent. You get $250 if you make between $75,000 and $125,000, plus an additional $250 for one dependent. And you get $200 if you make between $125,000 and $250,000, plus an additional $200 for one dependent. California joint filers or married couples filing jointly will get $700 if they make up to $150,000, plus an additional $350 if they have one dependent. Married couples filing jointly will get $500 if they earn between $150,000 to $250,000, plus $250 if they get one dependent, and $400 if they earn between $250,000 and $500,000, plus $200 if they get at least one dependent. Taxpayers who earn above those income limits will not receive relief checks, and they do not get more money for each additional dependent. That's important. Direct deposit or debit cards will be available for people who qualify by the end of October. In addition, the state of California is waiving the diesel tax and giving aid to those who owe rent or utility payments that are past due. Colorado is next. Taxpayers in Colorado will receive a one-time rebate totaling $1,500 for joint filers and $750 for single filers. Citizens who submitted state tax returns can anticipate reimbursements under the so-called Colorado Cashback Tax Rebate before September 30, 2022, while those who requested an extension will receive the refund by January 31, 2023. Checks for the payments will be sent on the addresses on each taxpayer's 2021 tax returns. Delaware is next. Delaware is also providing some assistance. In May of this year, Delaware started giving each adult resident a $300 relief check. Adults who submitted 2021 state tax forms, as well as other individuals who might not have done so, as determined by the state agencies, will continue to receive payouts throughout the summer. Florida is one of the latest states to declare they will be helping out. A total of 60,000 low-income families will get a one-time payment of $450 for each eligible child, including foster and adopted kids. Those eligible include foster parents, relative and non-relative caregivers, family receiving temporary assistance for needy families, cash help, and participants in the state's Guardian Assistance Program. Florida payments were largely made possible thanks to the Federal American Rescue Plan from 2021, since that bill included more money for temporary assistance for needy families. According to the Florida Department of Children and Families, they are already started sending the checks. Georgia is next. Georgia started giving out one-time relief payments in May, with single taxpayers receiving up to $250, joint filers receiving up to $500, and head of households recipients receiving up to $375. In the beautiful state of Hawaii, residents are also getting some relief. Hawaii governor passed a legislation at the end of June. Taxpayers will receive $300 if their annual income is less than $100,000, or $200,000 for married couples filing jointly, and $100 if their annual income is higher. The rebates are anticipated to be mailed out at the end of August. Idaho. I guess residents of Idaho are getting basically a thankful. Governor Brad Little of Idaho signed a bill in February authorizing the distribution of a tax reimbursements totaling $75 for each taxpayer and each dependent, or 12% of their 2020 tax, whichever is higher. Illinois is next. In Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker signed on a variety of measures to help families. These include $50 tax rebates to all individuals who made less than $200,000 in 2021, and $100 for couples earning less than $400,000. Taxpayers will also receive $100 per dependent, up to 3 dependents. So if you are a household of a husband and wife and 3 kids, you likely get a $400 check. In addition to that, Illinois is suspending sales taxes on groceries through June 20, 2023. They're also delaying a scheduled increase in the state's motor fuel tax and reducing the sales tax on some back-to-school items from August 5th to 14, 2022. Some homeowners in Illinois are also getting a tax break. They are providing property tax rebates for eligible homeowners earning less than $250,000 for individuals or $500,000 for couples filing jointly. Residents will get this rebate and tax rebate automatically. Indiana is next. When Indiana residents file their 2021 tax returns, they will each receive $125. The payments are also available to those who ordinarily make too little money to file a tax return. Additionally, Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb proposed a second payment of $225 for each taxpayer. The state legislature has not yet given its blessing to that. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. I will make sure to keep you posted on that. Next on the list is the state of Maine. Residents of Maine who meet the requirements started getting a one-time rebate worth $850 in June. Governor Janet Mills said the average Maine family should have earned $1,700. Man, that's good stuff. In order to be eligible for a payout, individuals must file their 2021 Maine individual income tax return by October 31st, 2022. So, if you haven't filed yet, be sure to do so in order to qualify for the rebates. In Massachusetts, I said that right. The state of Massachusetts sent multiple cash payments to low-income essential workers this year, including one that was worth $500. And good news, there might be some more help coming. As last week, the state Senate approved payments of $250 to individual taxpayers earning between $38,000 and $100,000. and payments of $500 married couples earning up to $150,000. Now the plan has to be reconciled with the state's House Chamber and signed by Governor Charles Baker. If the law is passed, qualifying residents can expect payments by the end of September. Again, I'll keep my eyes open for any news and I will notify you as soon as possible. So make sure to subscribe to our channel to be notified. New Jersey is next. Residents of New Jersey who have at least one eligible dependent will now start receiving rebates checks up to $500. They are sending paper checks to qualifying residents. Next year, the state is also providing certain tenants and homeowners with a tax credit, which is pretty good. New Mexico is next. Qualifying residents in New Mexico will get a one-time refundable income tax rebate of $250 for qualifying single filers and $500 for married couples filing jointly. And also, a refundable child tax credit worth up to $175 per child. The rebates started being distributed in June. Oregon. State of Oregon. In Oregon, hundreds of thousands of low-income Oregonians received a one-time payment of $600 between June 23rd and July 11th to help with current rising costs, according to the state's government. South Carolina is next. South Carolina qualified residents will receive rebates worth up to $800 by the end of the year. The size of the check will depend on each individual's tax circumstances. According to estimates, 44% of South Carolina's filers who do not pay state income tax will not receive rebates. Usos. Virginia. Virginia residents who meet the requirements will get a one-time payout of $250 for individuals and $500 for couples. The reimbursement should arrive this fall for those who timely fill their state tax return. Other proposals and initiatives that are worth mentioning include Kansas Governor Laura Kelly proposed sending a one-time $250 tax rebate and $500 for joint filers to all Kansas residents who filed 2020 tax return. In North Carolina, Democrats want to send $200 to eligible drivers. Connecticut, Georgia, and Maryland have put gas tax holidays into place to help to tame costs at the pump. Alaska, that's a good one, is sending a one-time energy relief payment to Alaskans, in addition to the Alaska Permanent Fund dividend, starting September 20. The total between the two is estimated to be worth around $3,200 per Alaskan. Damn, that's good stuff. Vermont will send child tax credits worth $1,000 per child to most families with children 5 and under. And Connecticut, which is offering a one-time tax rebate worth up to $250 per child, capped at $750 for 3 children. The states of Pennsylvania and New York are sending some tax rebates to homeowners. So, has your state instituted an inflation relief measure? Did I miss any initiative? Give us a comment and make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget that our mission here is to provide better financial education to everyone and help families to reach their financial goals. And I will keep you posted as I see any stimulus updates coming. See you soon.